Dogs and poodles, you're in the dog. Ah!
Yeah. Yeah. You got your glasses straight, baby? You got your glasses straight, baby?
I gotta make sure it's right.
We got a resurgence of A. Marie for some reason. We're going to talk about that in a second. Welcome to the show, man. This is the Two Live Stews. Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart. Ryan's still out. This man is on a world tour or something like that, but I got my man Jeff Foxx straight from the bottom. Straight from the bottom, filming.
Sixth man of the year, Vinny Johnson, microwave light, Frank White, I come in fire.
The youngest don't know nothing about Vinny Johnson, the microwave. which, by the way, might be one of the greatest nicknames in the history of the world. What do you think about that?
Yeah. Coming hot, man. Coming in hot.
Coming in hot. Yeah. So once again, thank y'all for joining us this morning. This is live. We are live. Brought to you by PlanNet and IntelliTravel. So today's date is June the 12th. But you might be watching this show, the replay, the show's in perpetuity forever. Because
I got a nugget for you, Doug.
Say it again?
I got a nugget for you.
What's the nugget?
June 12th.
Uh-huh.
Today, on the Throwback Thursday, was the day the Chicago Bulls won their first NBA championship.
Oh,
Lakers. I didn't like that, but yeah.
Wait a minute. So when is Juneteenth? Exactly what day is Juneteenth? Is it the 13th?
19th, I think.
June 19th. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I haven't heard any Juneteenth talk at all. Like it's got to be in June in the teens. But anyway, man, Jeff, how you doing, brother? How's so for folks watching for the first time and or maybe for people that are just getting caught back up with the stews or whatever, Jeff Foxx is joining us today. He's a radio DJ, host, entrepreneur from South Florida. Jeff, thank you for filling in for Ryan. We've known him for a long, long time. Good people, man. What's going on in Miami?
Hey, man, we getting ready for the big three down here. We got a squad. We got a team down here. I'm trying to get my credentials right. I haven't gotten straight with them yet. But, we got a squad down here. We got Michael Cooper is the head coach, former Laker. And we have Lance Stevenson, who just lost $100,000, I think, in a one-on-one game with Michael Beasley. Both of them are on the Miami squad.
Right.
How about that?
Yeah.
And Reggie Evans from Sacramento and Mario Chalmers, it's got a little Heat theme to it.
Okay. So this is the first year that y'all have had a team?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We got a squad.
Yeah, and I did watch what's dude's nickname that you just mentioned? Lewis
Stevenson?
Yeah. What's his nickname? What did they call him? Born Ready? Was that what he was calling himself something a couple years ago? I think he was calling himself Born Ready or something crazy like that. But I watched that video with him losing that $100K. Hey, so Jeff, we came into the show with some A. Marie, and we're going to circle back to that in a second. But since I got you on, I want to kind of get your thoughts about what's going on in Cali, okay? With the whole immigration thing and ICE swooping down on these folks and taking, everyday mom and dads to I don't know, to prison, but taking them up the streets and getting ready to deport them. You're in Miami. Everyone knows that Miami, there's this huge contingency of Cubans. And you're actually technically an immigrant yourself, right? I mean, you're from the Bahamas.
Yep.
You're from the Bahamas. What are your thoughts about with the Mad King? That's what I call Trump. You a Game of Thrones fan? Okay, so Game of Thrones, they always talked about this Mad King. In Game of Thrones, he was talked about like as a great-great-great-grandfather, something like that. But basically his legacy was the Game of Thrones, and it's very, very intricate. But I always call Trump the Mad King. What do you think about what the Mad King Trump is doing out there in Cali, man?
I think it's terrible, man. I really do. And yesterday I saw something interesting on the news. They were out there in the fields, where they, grow all the vegetation and stuff, and it was empty. It was empty. And this is where everybody gets their, it's $1 billion industry in California. I'm talking about, lettuce, cabbage, all kinds of stuff. They grow it out there in the fields. There's nobody out there. You know what's going to happen, right? It's self-sabotage, because who's going to do it now? Like, you can't get Pookie.
I'm not going out there and pick no damn vegetables. I promise you that. And I'm not the only one.
You're right. Ain't nobody going out there.
Let me tell you this, man. People will turn to a life of crime before they go out there and pick vegetables for minimum wage or whatever. It's probably less than minimum wage, I would think. They're probably hustling them people out there, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But that's been going on. They've been doing it out there for decades. Now, Trump said he was going after the thugs and the rapists and the criminals, but he's getting regular mom and dads, and he's pulling them at Home Depot, and regular working people. So, I mean, they're feeling it a little bit down here in Miami. But
so here's the problem, man. When will it stop? Like, if he, comes up with some reason or why, and listen, it's really a difficult situation or conversation because they're legal. So I always look at the other side of it, like, you don't have no argument. Technically, you're illegal. You came to the country illegal. If you're an illegal, you came to the country illegal. I guess they might say there should be different rules for someone that started the immigration process and just hadn't completed it yet. From what I understand, that takes a hell of a long time. But if you're just straight, snuck in the country and illegal, like, how much argument do you really have? I guess I kind of understand where the other side is coming from on that. But at the end of the day, they all immigrants. The white folks, like Ollie says, they immigrants too. They European immigrants. They weren't here first. Go ahead.
Funny thing, we haven't seen many Germans. We haven't seen many Dutch, English, Australian, anybody white, really getting arrested or harassed.
Right.
I find that very, very, very curious.
So it's just very strange, man. And then all of the huge Cuban contingency down there. It seems like they don't have any problems. I never hear about them having any problems with immigration. And maybe there's different rules or laws already set up for them, but it's just totally different from the Hispanics in California or the large amount of Hispanics all over this country. But in particular, we're talking about Los Angeles right now. And the Cubans down in Miami, like they're just talked about. And it seems like there's a different vibe for immigration for those two different groups. Just kind of interesting.
Yeah, they're feeling it down here. There's a little bit of fear. There's fear everywhere.
Right.
Some restaurants I know of have let go of employees and certain people that would show up at Home Depot and just hang out, because a lot of the immigrants down here, that they weren't legal.
Right.
And technically get a job. They could hang out at Home Depot. Same thing here.
Right.
And somebody see them around and they'll be like, hey, you, and you come with me.
Right.
And you agree on a price for the day. That's work. And these people are good, honest people. They ain't trying to rob nobody.
Right.
Get somebody to do your yard work or whatever.
Right. Initially, it was about criminals.
Yeah, initially.
And it's strange and funny at the same time that these folks thought there's a lot of Trump got a lot of Hispanic vote. Like, he got like 40% of the Hispanic vote, when the first time he only had like 10% that he won the election and became president. But now he got like 40% Hispanic vote or something. Maybe it was just men. But now he's trying to ship their ass out.
Yeah, they were hoodwinked.
Right, they were hoodwinked, and now they're just looking around, like my mom used to say. You're just looking around. You like
Trump,
right. Donald Trump.
Yeah.
So just interesting, man. Hey, listen, we got the Arlie report coming up a little bit later in today's show. Arlie Michelle going to come on. She's also going to give us an update on the cruise. All right? The Stews cruise. Cruise with the Stews. Super Bowl weekend. We're going to watch the big game on the big water. All right? So Arlie's going to come on a little bit later and tell you more about that, where we're at. We had to have a certain amount of rooms booked and deposits paid by the 9th. And I'm going to let Arlie tell you where we're at in that process. Top 5, we got a report on the top 5. Me and Arlie went back and forth with the top 5. Ryan's out of town. So a lot of stuff we're going to get into today. And the last 48, the biggest memes in the 2 Hour Stews Facebook chat group in the last 48 hours. Listen, today is Thursday. It's offering time, church. It's offering time. Please, if you'd like to donate to the show, look to the bottom of the chat to the right. You'll see a little dollar symbol. Click on the dollar symbol and donate whatever you'd like, whatever's in your heart, whatever your heart desires. Donate to the show $1, $5, $50, $5,000, and we would greatly appreciate it, helping us keep the lights on for this fine radio program, okay? Internet web program or whatever you want to call it, okay? And listen, don't forget, and I made a note to mention this. We're not just takers. We just not bloodsuckers, okay? We ask you for donations, but remember, don't forget, anything, any initiative, any business, any thought that you want to get out there, something you want to promote, post it alongside your donation in the group, and we'll read it out. So it might be just a website. It might be your mama having a party. Whatever it may be. You know, we'll give you a shout out, and we'll read that. Kind of give you some worth, some value for your donation, because we really, really do appreciate it. So we're not just taking. A lot of times y'all just donate and don't say anything at all. We appreciate it, but we love to promote your business or whatever the case may be, whatever you're trying to promote. Post it in the chat along with your donation, and we'll read it at the end of today's show. All right.
No doubt.
So, Jeff, we came into the show, A. Marie. A. Marie performed at the BET Awards. There go my man Kevin Hart right there. What do he call himself? Hot Dropper, Little Dropper, his rap name.
The Usher impersonation.
Right. We're going to get to that a little bit later, too. Yeah. But the BET Awards, A. Marie performed, and it's strange. We talked about A. Marie on the last episode on Monday, before the BET Awards appeared or came on that night. And I'm like, why is A. Marie getting all of this love? She ain't done nothing. She's really only had one song, that's really popular. But evidently she's dropped the single, okay? She performed in the BET Awards. She's got the little tiny desk that you saw at the top of the show when we came in. And it really just leads us into the conversation about the BET Awards. It was great. Yeah. I mean, it was fantastic. Yeah. And it's strange. I swear to you that the producers be listening to the show, because I talked about this on the last BET Awards last year, how it was so horrible and how all the artists, the women artists, were naked and they didn't have no rhyme skills, and it was terrible, and the BET Awards are falling off. And magically this year, they did a complete 180. And they've got all these great old school artists, people with real skills. They honored all these legends, and the performances were great. And Kevin Hart, I thought he was pretty funny at the beginning. A lot of people don't like Kevin Hart. I thought he was good. And it was just phenomenal. So we're going to play a bunch of clips from the BET Awards, get your thoughts on the different aspects of it today on the show. Arlie's going to have a big chunk of a report talking about the BET Awards. But what'd you think, man? What'd you think about the BET Awards 2025?
I thought it was a perfect way to bring to throw it back to a great era of music, 90s, early 2000s. I thought it was a great era. A lot of us, came up during that time and watched, grew up with 106 in Park. I mean, they just brought it all back. Man. They brought it all back. All the great groups, the great hip hop. Yes. It was just inspiring to see that, based off of what they did a year ago when they were twerking in front of pastors and stuff. And that's what America had a problem with.
Yeah, listen, let me tell you something, man. They probably got so many calls. They probably got flooded with so many calls and emails after last year.
It was embarrassing.
Literally, if they had 10 acts, 9 of them were women. I'm like, what happened to the male rappers? Like in 2024, male rappers must not have been doing a damn thing. So they were all women rappers. I got nothing against women rappers. I love women rappers. But they were all women rappers, but not they were just women rappers. They were all naked.
Yeah.
They were all naked last year. And so I'm sure they got bombarded with emails and phone calls like, man, what are y'all doing? Y'all really killing us, man. And so they just did a complete turnaround this year, and I thought it was very, very good. I watched the first hour and a half, and then I had to go to bed because my ass was tired. I'm going to bed real early these days. And then I watched a bunch of clips online on YouTube, which is a great aspect of being around in 2025. You get to see all of the stuff you miss on YouTube. So I thought it was great. We want to get y'all thoughts on it in the chat. All right. What are your thoughts about BET Awards 2025? What are the best performances? Once again, we got some videos we're going to play coming back from the breaks today. And BET Redemption. The BET Awards Redemption is what we calling it. Yeah.
Jamie Foxx was great too.
Jamie Foxx was great. I want to ask you about Jamie Foxx too. I want to talk to you about Jamie Foxx too. So there's a lot we got to get into today. The Two Live Stews Experience, Doug Stewart, Ron Short, brought to you by PlanNet and IntelliTravel. All right. Hey, how would you like to own your own travel agency? No joking. This is serious business. All right. Email me, sme.dougstewart@gmail.com, and in the subject line, put travel. Put your name and put your email address. And the next time we have a travel industry or travel agency presentation, which we typically do on Thursday nights at 8 p.m., I'll shoot you out the link, the invites, and you can come in and check out the presentation and once again do some big things in the travel industry on your own. All right. When we get back from the break, couple of news and notes in the world of sports in particular. Oh boy, I dodged a bullet. I would have owned this ninja some money. Yeah, we'll talk about Jay-Z's betting on this series, the NBA Finals, the Oklahoma City Thunder, and the Indiana Pacers when we get back. Want to get your thoughts on that, Jeff. Don't go away. This is the Two Live Stews Experience. Yeah, man, I almost bet this ninja another $100, man.
Don't do it.
I almost bet him $100. All he had to do was have Indy win 2 games, and they've already won 2 games. I would have been what they call ass out again in a bet against my brother.
You're in the dog pound. Dogs and poodles, it's the Two Live Stews, and we're back. Our debate that started us on radio was the effectiveness of the option, idiot.
You call your brother idiot? I never call you an idiot.
Dummy. What you did is called hijack the show. I'm done. Doug Stewart and Ryan Stewart streaming live Monday and Thursday at 7 a.m.
That's the number 2 Live Stews, YouTube.com. 2 Live Stews, YouTube.com.
Passports, passion, and plot twists. The Tea with Tree presents Wanderlust, a limited travel series hosted by me, Tree Taylor, with author and luxury travel goddess, Cher Teray. This travel series is dripping with tips and twists, flirts, and fictional love that'll leave you feeling beautifully aroused and ready to take flights. The Tea with Tree and Wanderlust. 6 episodes every Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Brought to you by the Booked Club, where frequent flyers and mile highers come together. On the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network.
So that's a clip from the BET Awards. Snoop Dogg performing. The reason I kind of wanted to show that is, did you see Snoop perform? It seemed like he was the crowd was kind of cold to him. You know, they were kind of, or maybe I should say, they were kind of lukewarm to him. And I think maybe it has something to do with this whole him performing at the inauguration with Trump. And, you know, I don't know if Snoop is invited to the cookout yet. It's going to take a minute.
It's a little too soon.
Yeah, it's a little too soon.
They weren't feeling him.
Yeah.
If you notice, he brought the wifey out too. He doesn't come out with her a lot. He brought her out.
So you think he brought the wifey out for sympathism?
Yes. Yep. I brought her out. It was smart.
Right.
You know, because they could have went off on him. You know.
Yeah. And I'm sure they probably, the producers probably prepped everybody that was invited, everybody that was in attendance, to like, listen, you can't boo this guy. We're going to honor him. He has been one of the biggest hip hop artists in the last 25 years. You know, during the era in which we conducted this award show. And so, yeah, I just thought that was very strange that they honored him, knowing all of the controversy surrounding him right now. Hey, man, the Indiana Pacers, they win Game 3 of the NBA Finals, beating the Oklahoma City Thunder. Series, now the Pacers are up in the series 2-1. Benedict Mathurin scored 27 points. Halliburton got 22 points, 11 assists, 9 boards. Siakam goes for 21. And listen to this number, Jeff. 49-18 bench points advantage for the Pacers over the Thunder. As I mentioned in the last segment, we go into the break. Me and Big Head, which is the name for my brother, me and Big Head were this close to putting down at least $100 bet. I think I started it off even more than that they wouldn't win 2 games, that the Pacers wouldn't win 2 games. I was going to bet that the Thunder were going to handle the Pacers, 4-1, sweep maybe 4-0. And Big Head was he finally came to the point at the end of the show saying, yeah, let's do this. And then something in my gut said, no bet. It sounded like the Hispanics for Donald Trump. No bet. And I was like, no, because he took $100 from me earlier this year in another game. I think it was the Memphis series against OKC, I think. And, man, they're already up 2-1. And listen to this. Teams that are 1-1 going into Game 3, the team that wins Game 3 in the NBA Finals wins the series 80% of the time, actually 80.5% to be exact of the time. What are your thoughts about this series and what the Pacers are doing right now, man?
I thought this was the most uninteresting NBA Finals ever because no stars, you don't have a Draymond Green. There's nobody to hate. There's just so many reasons not to watch. If you're a basketball purist, it's like the Spurs against the Spurs.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And both teams play the game well, and they, just likable teams. Mm-hmm. But this has turned out to be a hell of a series because I gave the Pacers 5 games.
Right.
5 games, and I thought it was just uneven as far as talent, but you can't measure heart. Didn't Rudy Tomjanovich say something like that? Yeah, you can't mention heart. You can't underestimate heart, rather. Now, they're not champions yet.
Right.
But there's something special and magical about what's going on in Indiana.
Yeah, and simply put, man, Rick Carlisle's a great coach.
Yeah, you got to give it to him.
He's been a great coach for a long time. First stint in Indy, now his second stint in Indy, and he's got these boys on the threshold of winning an NBA championship. I remember, like, in the second round of the playoffs, I was talking to my Uncle Donnie, who's a true sports fan, goes all the way back. He's a sports fan, and he's a longtime gambler. He says, Doug, you need to put your money on the Pacers. They're the best team left in these playoffs. This was like the second round. He was like, I'm telling you, put your money on the Pacers. And I ignored him, and man, he must have saw something because, they, like I mentioned, the 80% chance whoever wins Game 3 wins the series. And so the Pacers are right there. I mean, anything could happen. There is a 20% chance, a 19.5% chance that OKC could win this thing based on history and stats. But Pacers playing great basketball right now, man. This kid comes off the bench. Matherin and scores 27 points. When you got guys off that come in and can contribute like that, that says a lot. That says an absolute lot.
He's got the personality of a statue, though. You see him on Sports Center after the game, like just not smiling. Job's not done. Job's not done.
Yeah.
That line from Kobe Bryant, but you know.
So the Knicks. One other story I wanted to throw out there and get your thoughts on. You know, there's long-standing beef between the Miami Heat and the New York Knicks. So I want to get your perspective on this, your thoughts on this. The Knicks have been trying to get everybody else's coach. They fired their coach, and they've been going around trying to get everybody else's coach, and it looks like it's not going to happen. All right. So we know they offered the job to Jay Wright. He turned them down, longtime Villanova coach. They have reached out to the Dallas Mavericks on Jason Kidd. They've reached out to the Houston Rockets on Emeka Udoka. They said no, hell no. We're not even interested in a conversation like that. And they also reached out to the Minnesota Timberwolves head coach as well, Chris Finch, and they said no as well. So I know you being from Miami, avid Miami Heat fan. I know you like to see this because of the history between the Heat and the New York Knicks. I know you like seeing this. What's your thoughts, man, on the Knicks and their coach search?
I have a suggestion for the Knicks, really, and I think they should go after Mark Jackson for all the right. I don't know if he's banned or what.
He's done. He's been blackballed, I believe.
Yeah.
For him not to have a job after the tremendous job he did in Golden State. We've heard all these rumors that he's like this God squatter, unabashful God squatter, and really brings in religion to the locker room, and some people uncomfortable with that. But easily should have had another job after he was fired in Golden State, and it just hadn't happened, and I hadn't heard any conversation of that happening with the New York Knicks. He played for the Knicks. He's from New York City. You would think he's a great coach. You would think that would happen, but that's evidently not the case.
No, and they fired their coach without having a plan. I see a comment in the chat that they're exposed to me as a Laker fan. Yes, I am a Laker fan, number one, but Heat, number two. And I can tell you, there's even some talk I've heard, Doug, that they may reach out to the Miami Heat with an offer for Eric Spoelstra. Like they're doing all of this stuff, and nobody's cooperating. You know,
right?
And it's really bad, man. I feel bad for him. I was in Times Square after they beat Boston in Game 6, and they thought they won the championship.
Right.
And did you see the clip when they threw the trash can on the Pacer fan?
Right.
I was there. It was scary. Like I was like, where the boys in blue? Like they really needed to go save this dude.
Right.
They were acting a fool.
Right. And this is what I told a resident Knicks fan, Ryan Stewart. And you're watching the 2 Live Stews Experience, brought to you by PlanNet and IntelliTravel. This is what I told a resident Knicks fan. Like, why y'all acting so crazy? You just made it to the Eastern Conference Finals. Yeah. And they've been bad for so long and hadn't won a championship for so long that they were feeling it, I guess.
I think they will take a step back next year because they were fortunate to get by Boston. I felt like they would have beaten Boston anyway, but with Tatum going down, I mean.
Right.
But yeah, they blew it, man.
What were you doing in New York City? Curious, I want to know.
I was with a record label. We were doing a show at a club called SOBs.
Okay.
SOBs.
SOBs?
Yeah. That's a dope ass club, man.
NWA and SOBs.
Yeah, I was with a group called B5. You can look them up. They used to be with Bad Boy.
Okay. I remember that name. that name.
B5. They did a show out there, and the honeys were lined up around the corner. I had a great time.
Right. So you've been to New York before, or was that your first time in New York?
That was my first time.
Wow. What'd you think? How long were you up there? Where did y'all stay? Y'all stayed in Manhattan? Where would y'all stay?
Yeah, I went everywhere, man. We went to Spanish Harlem, try to give me a mamacita or something. We went everywhere, man. We're with World Trade. We went to Harlem, just everywhere. All the historical places.
First time going to New York City, man. If Jeff, if you can make it there, you can make it anywhere.
Anywhere, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a rough city, man. I don't know if I could live there.
Yeah, I talk about it all the time, man. Absolutely my second favorite place in the world, behind Vegas. But New York City is my second favorite place in the world for a couple of days. Anything more than 3-4 days I gotta go. It's too much. It's absolutely.
I wore Knicks gear, by the way. I was wearing Knicks gear. Yes, I was not gonna go up there and wear no Miami Heat shit or Lakers. I was smart.
So wait a minute. What your Miami people got to say about that?
I've gotten some grief.
Right.
I've gotten some grief. I've been called a bandwagoner and all kinds of stuff.
Right.
But,
I mean, technically, that's the definition of a bandwagoner.
Yeah.
Or in your case, you would say you were just trying to protect your neck.
That's it. That's it. You don't go up there with that rough stuff. Not there.
Right.
Nah, son. You don't come to this Knicks country, son.
Right.
And you know how they do it.
You just used a Bahamian phrase when you said that rough stuff.
Yeah.
That sounded like some Bahamian stuff right there. That's good stuff. All right. You're watching the Two Live Stews Experience. Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart. Listen, once again, we'd appreciate your donations. Look to the bottom of the chat, click on the little dollar symbol, and donate whatever you like to the show. We're going to read all the super chatters, is what they're called, whenever you donate to the show. We'll read all your messages, your inboxes in today's show later on. Also, hit the share button. Share the show, which is very, very, very important. That might be just as important or more than the actual donations. It's just getting the word out about the Two Live Stews. We are back and in full effect Mondays and Thursday mornings at 7 a.m. live Eastern time right here on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. What you got to plan for the weekend, Jeff?
Well, there's parties everywhere, man. I'm going to probably hit the spot Ricky's again. I was telling you about that. I do a Throwback Fridays, old school, and playing 90s, a lot of 90s hip hop.
Right.
I got mad requests for that. So BT got the right idea.
Right.
When they threw it back. So I'm probably gonna dig into the crates a little more and get into some old school hip hop.
Right.
Get the Game, Jim Jones, We Fly High, that era.
It's funny.
Jay-Z era.
It's funny you mentioned the Jim Jones, We Fly High. I saw a video of like an 18-year-old kid, and he was trying to make the argument. You might have seen this on social media because if you in that algorithm, he was trying to make the argument and was serious as could be that Jim Jones is a better MC than Nas.
No, that's blasphemy. It's blasphemy.
That's blasphemy. Yeah. And so in today's last 48, the biggest memes in the Two Live Stews Facebook chat group in the last 48 hours. We're going to kind of get into some hip hop little conversations with that. But I blame his parents. I blame his mom and them. Like, why would you let your son even think something like that? He was going on and trying to make these points, and the points were just absolutely ridiculous. But he was serious as a heart attack in saying that Jim Jones, like, I don't even think Jim Jones is the best in Dipset.
He's not.
Like, right. Cam. I would say probably Cam, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, dude, you know that Nas is historically mentioned in the top 5, no less than top 10?
Yeah.
That's just crazy, man. But that's what happens with the youth.
Yeah. They hear 90s slow jams now. They're gonna last forever. But the hip hop, no, you can't throw Jim. What other song did he have to blow up like that?
Right. I mean, what's the number one song Jim Jones is known for is Ballin', right?
Yeah, that's
Probably.
it.
Yeah,
That's it.
he's had some great songs. I'm not saying that he's not a good rapper, and the whole Dipset phenomenon wasn't a great era, and they didn't do their thing, and they didn't make an impression in the genre. But I'm just saying, you can't talk about no damn Jim Jones in the same conversation with Nas.
Nah,
That's absolutely crazy.
that ain't gonna work.
And you're watching the Two Live Stews Experience. Doug Stewart, my man Jeff Foxx filling in for Ryan, who's out today.
Honorable mention to the Jules Santana.
Yes.
Jules
Yes. I see some people in the chat talking about the Dipset dudes. So don't forget, we got Arlie Report coming up next. The Arleywood Report coming up next. A lot of BET talk. A lot of great things to talk about in the BET Awards. I thought Kevin Hart was good. A lot of people hate on Kevin Hart. I don't think he's the greatest comedian of all time, or even in the conversation of, top 10 comedians of all time. I think he's got a certain Kevin Hart funny. Like, he's very good on hosting things like he did with the BET Awards. I think he's actually a better, this might sound crazy, I think he's actually a better actor than he is a comedian. He's been in better. He's been in the things that he does in acting. I would rather watch more so than him on stage as a comedian. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. At times he tries too hard. He tries.
Yes.
It always comes off. See, like Dave Chappelle, it just rolls off funny. It just rolls off him.
Right. It's like natural.
Doesn't have that. Yeah.
It's natural. So, what are y'all thoughts on Kevin Hart? Somebody. My man FM, absolutely right. Is that a Marshall Faulk San Diego State jersey? Today is a Throwback Thursday. Yes, it is.
Wow.
Oh, this shit is way too big, though. Like, I don't understand what we were thinking back when this was the style. Like, look, hold on. This shit is way too big, but this is one of my favorite because of the color scheme. If you remember San Diego State, when they hit the scene with Marshall Faulk, they had the real fly uniform. I love their uniform, the all black. And yes, this is a Marshall Faulk San Diego State throwback jersey. It is a Throwback Thursday here in the doghouse with the Two Live Stews. Yeah. All right, we got some Marshall Faulk little facts coming up later too as well. But coming up next, Arleywood, the Arleywood Report. Don't go away, Two Live Stews. Yeah. Jeff, you cruising with the stews, Jeff?
I just might do that. You guys going to the Bahamas, so yeah, I think I'm gonna pull up one.
So if we go to the
Have
Bahamas,
you ever been stranded on the side of the road, Ollie?
Yes.
It's not comfortable, is it?
No.
Dogs and Poodles, if you find yourself in a jam on the side of the highway, give my folks at Bay 11 Towing a call, 404-770-6949. Again, that's 404-770-6949. Being stranded on the side of the road in Metro Atlanta is very stressful and dangerous. Bay 11 Towing is who you need to call, whether you're dealing with a flat tire, dead battery, full-on breakdown, or whatever that may have you on the side of the road. Call our folks at Bay 11 Towing, and they will get to you with a competitive rate and quicker than everybody else in town. Again, that's Bay 11 Towing. That number is 404-770-6949.
Wow. Welcome back to the show. Doug Stewart, Ron Stewart, the Two Live Stews Experience. My man Jeff Foxx filling in for Ryan. Arleywood.
Hey, good morning. Get your dance on.
Yeah.
Arlie, let me ask you a question. What separates, and I talked about it earlier.
First of all, let me say good morning to Stu Nation. Good morning. Now you can say go.
Okay. I talked about all the nakedness last year on the BET Awards earlier. What differentiates a bikini top and a bra? Because the young lady that was singing just now, that was the co-singer on stage with the first young lady,
with Jasmine Sullivan. That was Ari Lennox. I mean, that was not I looked that up and I thought that was 2021's BET. That song is that's Jasmine Sullivan's Hotels. But go ahead.
Okay. And maybe it was. What differentiates a bra, which that young lady I think had on, to a bikini top? Because I thought she had on a bra just now.
She had on a bikini top. And the funny thing is, that's a good question because our swimsuits look like our underwear. Like we don't wear the one pieces like the ladies used to do. We're into the bikinis. They coming up. They got the thong ones. So it really is no difference. I think it's the material. If your material is supposed to be under your clothes, and put it under your clothes. It's supposed to be on the outside of your clothes, put it on the outside of your clothes.
Okay, all right.
That's all I got.
Hey, Arlie, listen, we're going to let you get into your report because we got a real issue, a real problem with letting you get into your report. So we're going to try to fix that today. But you have to give us an update on Cruise with the Stews, the Super Bowl cruise that we are putting on for the big game is technically the way we're supposed to say it, in 2026. Give us an update. Where we at? All the deposits in for the brooms that we had allotted to us. Give us an update.
Our cruise is sold out.
Oh.
Our cruise is sold out.
Wow.
Our cruise is so. Let me not. But hey, before y'all think it's all sold out, let's stop. We have the potential to get more rooms. We're trying to sell. We only got 20 staterooms because we were like, that's 40 people. We were like, we want to see what y'all gonna do, because you know how some of us are.
Right. We
wait to the last.
We wait till the last minute. Trust me, I know. Yeah.
Oh, y'all stressing the sister out. I didn't realize how important it was to RSVP to an event until it was time for my wedding. And then I was like, I need people to tell me so I can order the right amount of food. I think I'm coming. I'm bringing 8 people. You were like, hold up.
Right.
I need you people to talk to me. It's okay.
Right.
SMB. And I have a phone number. I need to go get it before we leave. And I'm going to give y'all, I got a number that y'all can call me, because maybe that's what it is. Y'all can't write these letters down fast enough. Y'all don't have your little pens. You don't take pictures. You don't go back and look. I don't know.
Right.
So y'all can call me and ask me any questions about it. Because I know people you're like, I don't know. I'm not driving the ship. Doug, and definitely not Ryan. We are not steering the ship. We're getting on it. So you don't have to worry about that. It's a big ship. It's one of the best. It's one of their newest. It's one of the most fun. It has slides and movies and acts and just stuff. Y'all got to come play with us. So I'm going to go look for more rooms for everybody so that y'all can check it out, because we want to make it big.
Yeah. So all of the rooms, the 20 rooms that we got allotted are all sold out. And we're gonna make an effort to try to get some more rooms. If we can secure some more rooms. We will tell you about it. And second time around, you need to jump on them real fast. But thank y'all so much. When we announced it the first time, like, I got so many emails and so many people hit me in my inbox like, man, that's a great idea. A Super Bowl party on the big water in the Atlantic Ocean and cruising with the Stews. It's a great idea. And so they came through. Thank y'all.
Yeah, and Doug, let me tell you this. This will be a testament to who you and Ryan are. I was about to say were, but who y'all have been to the industry. So somebody calls me, they're like, yeah, I want to go on that cruise, because I never got a chance to like really party with them when they used to do stuff when they were on radio. Oh my God, I heard their events were legendary and people had so much fun. You know, the Stews weekend, all this stuff. This is literally going to be a Stews weekend on the water.
Yes.
With sun and fun, baby. Sun and fun in February. When we're having that nasty weather in Atlanta, cool, in your coat, we're gonna be on the boat.
Absolutely.
Naked like this. I'm gonna have on what Doug constitutes my bra, but it's gonna be on the outside. Okay.
All right, great. So we'll keep you up to date. And I think we'll be able to do it. I'm praying for it, but I think we'll be able to secure some more rooms. But as soon as we do, we will let y'all know. But to everybody that already put down their deposit, thank you so much. And Arlie will be coming on, or she'll be in contact with the people that put down their deposit about deadlines and when you got to get more money in and all of that stuff. All right.
I'm working on the site so people can kind of go see what's happening. There's this thing, so y'all see all that, but just know, call me if you want to talk about cruise. Call me. Okay, that's for all my old school folks. Anyway, it's birthday.
Yay!
Woo! Jeff, you sing? Don't you rap? You want to rap happy birthday this morning?
I couldn't carry a note in the suitcase.
All right, I got it. Don't worry about it.
Get it.
Happy birthday to you.
I mean, hi.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Yeah.
God, Tree's going crazy back there. Tree's like doing like
I know
Arsenio back
she's
there.
so proud of you because you were holding you started, you came in a little hot. But you kind of got it. And that happens to us sometimes as vocalists. You know what I mean?
It does. It does happen to us.
It does. So happy birthday to actress Ella Joyce, who is 71. Y'all remember her from Rock. Everybody remember Rock?
Yeah.
Yes, Ella Joyce turned 71 today.
Okay.
Was
I
she
lost.
the wife? Was she the wife?
Yes, she was the wife. She was Rock's
Okay.
wife. She was funny
Okay.
too. Comedian Lil Duval is 48. Do y'all know this? I did not watch Oz. Did anybody out there watch Oz?
I
That TV
did.
show? Okay.
Absolutely.
So actor Iman Walker is 63. Did y'all know he was British?
Yes. What was his name? Adebisi. His name was Adebisi on Oz.
I
And
thought
he's
it
the
was
brother.
cool.
Huh?
Go ahead. Go
You
ahead.
thought what?
Adabisi. I thought his
What?
name was his character was Kareem Saeed, maybe. Was that a character?
Oh,
Oh,
I'm thinking about the wrong person. So give me the name again, the real name.
his name in real life is Iman with two M's, Eammon Walker. Look him up. Tell me, did you know he was British? These people they that accent and they switch it up.
Okay, so
Big time.
Iman, I'm sorry, Arlene,
Walker.
Iman Walker. Okay.
That's
He plays
like
on Chicago and stuff now.
that's like Plankton from
Oh yeah. Okay, so no. What was his name on the series?
Kareem Saeed or
Yes,
something.
yes, yeah.
I didn't watch
He was like the enlightened Muslim brother in jail. His character, like he was the dude that they came to. He kind of ran the jail from what I remember. And now listen,
Right.
Oz is like 25 years old. Oz was like the first series that HBO had on, drama series in that kind of mold. I believe it was the first one that HBO had, and that was a great series, man.
I mean, people loved it. It's one of those things. I didn't have HBO, so I couldn't watch it.
So you know what? I see somebody, younger brother says he haven't watched 1 second of Oz. I think Oz might be one of those series.
It's a sleeper series
that you can go back and watch, and it won't seem that dated. You know, like some stuff you just can't watch it because it's just so dated, and the way they talk and the way they look and sound and whatnot are just totally different from today. But I think you might can go back and watch Oz 25 years later or whatever the number is.
just for nostalgia purposes. But Mark Henry, who is an American powerlifter, Olympic weightlifter, strongman, and retired professional wrestler who signed the WWE under a Legends contract. I don't know what that means because y'all wrestlers know. Mark Henry is 54 today. And y'all remember martial artist actor Ty Mack from The Last Dragon? Oh, he was so pretty.
Yes.
Oh, he is 60 years old today. I cannot believe our lives are just.
Wow.
I feel like we just going in I'm on the world spinning like this. Stop the world. I want to get off.
Wow.
We have birthdays that June 10th. Beautiful Sasha Obama. Look, 24. Remember they were little baby. She 24. Jesus Christ.
I saw
Faith Evans.
some pictures of her celebrating her birthday, and she's like a grown ass woman. It's crazy.
She's a grown
Time
woman.
flies.
Faith Evans, 52. Joel, I didn't know that was a real name. JoJo Haley, 54. God, JoJo,
Wow.
is young. And then former Minnesota Lynx Maya Moore, 36 on June 11th. June 13th, going forward, we have Rumi and Sir Carter, the twins of Beyonce and Jay-Z. Coco of SWV, Eleanor Holmes Norton coming up. And I want to send a special shout out to Tim Chill. He's one of our listeners. Mom, Jacqueline Elaine, her happy heavenly birthday. She would have been 70, I think he said on the 11th. So that would have been yesterday. So happy heavenly birthday to your mom, Tim Chills. Now, we got to give a quick Diddy update. Jane, the pseudonym being used by a former girlfriend from his 2021 to 2023, she is still on the stand. If you notice, she doesn't have a face. And every picture, I noticed I was looking for pictures of her. Every single picture, they got her crying. Different color suit, but they got that same the tissue to her face. So I'm feeling some kind of way about that. But anyway, Jane is talking about the sex. Hers were called hotel nights, not freak offs. She's talking about being jealous of Diddy. She's gotten really snazzy at the mouth with cross-examination. She just started being cross-examined yesterday, and she will continue being cross-examined today. One of them asked her, did she know it wasn't a Birkin bag. I can't think of the name of the bag, but she was like, I'm sure you have one. And I feel like I'm making her a sister. Maybe she's a light-skinned sister. But anyway, and the defense attorney said, no, I don't have one, because she was asking how much they cost. I guess they're trying to put some things in perspective because she is financially dependent on Diddy and living in her best life.
Like her rent is
10,000 a month.
Right. Wow.
for her and her son. And she said something else real smart. And the judge had to kind of redirect, like, ma'am, you are supposed to answer the question. If it's a yes or no, answer yes or no. If it's not, give an answer. And so today we will see if she's a little more tamed.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Today. We're gonna
All
see.
right. All right.
We want to say, and so that's the Diddy update. Jane is still in the stand. Ananda Lewis, former MTV VJ, passed away at age 52 yesterday of breast cancer. She told us back in 2020 that she was diagnosed with stage 3 breast cancer. There are reports that, you know, she tried to go more of a natural route and do some different things, and she succumbed to her. I think in October 2024, she revealed that her cancer had progressed to stage 4. And so she passed. She is a part of all of our history because we grew up watching MTV and her being one of the, you know, people of color VJs. So
right.
I don't, what happened? What is going on, Doug?
No, I'm sorry.
Oh.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So everybody, rest in peace to Ananda Lewis, her family,
that's
her friends,
terrible.
her fans.
Yeah, that's terrible. I saw an interview that she did a couple years ago when she got first diagnosed, and how she was going to try to go down the natural path, the holistic path as far as her treatment, and way too young.
Way too young.
Super beautiful. Way too young.
Bleep cancer.
Rest in peace.
Bleep
Yeah.
cancer.
Cancer sucks. My cousin named her daughter, well, her first name was Taylor, but she named her Taylor Ananda because she loved that name and loved that was like the era we kind of grew up in.
Yeah.
And then I want to, y'all remember Silento? Now watch me whip. Watch me whip.
Yeah.
This poor baby done got 30 years in prison. Yes, he back in 2021, he fatally shot his cousin Frederick Rooks III, and he got 20 years for the murder, but then he got like 5 for the weapons charge and 5 for trying to lie about the everything, because they had footage of BMW leaving the scene, and maybe 10 days after he went and, you know, turned himself in, because one of his family members told on him, apparently, like that was him and this where he is. And so bless his little heart, he said it was due to mental issues. They did find while he's in jail that he does have bipolar disorder. I don't know I know people with bipolar and they're not out killing people. I just don't understand how people are turning that disorder into a murderous rage now. So I don't know the story behind what he said his cousin did or what happened. I remember when it first happened, but I totally forgot that he was just sentenced yesterday. He is going to spend 30 years. He was out in DeKalb County. He's been in jail since 2021. That was 2015 when his, you know, song was hot. So bless his love.
I just don't understand young people, and they don't understand that death is final.
Yes.
They don't understand that whatever little beef you have with anybody, like, can you imagine doing something like this and ending up in jail for the rest of your life in all effect, and all you had to do is just ignore the person?
Right. Unless
I walk away. Go ahead.
Unless I'm protecting myself in self-defense, unless it's got to be something major, and I need to come home. And I tell people all the time, go fuss with people, go whatever, like somebody you trust, and go cuss everybody out, and then get it all out. Just because most of the time it's just a moment of rage, and they do have, you know, to get murder, you have to like almost premeditate something, not premeditate, but there has to be like intent to murder. Like if it was they will give you a passion, in the heat of passion kind of thing. I think that's like murder 3 or something in Georgia. They have different ones in different states, but I just don't understand. And you got to go sit 30 years in a jail cell.
Can you imagine a year from now, he's sitting in the cell and he just looks up at the ceiling and is like, all I had to do is just ignore the dude. Or
all I had to do.
All I had to do is just walk away. And I would be out in the street right now having fun and at McDonald's and going to a concert and you know, driving in my car, having fun with my kids. Singing another song. Watch me whip and all of that.
Watch me. He could. I feel bad. He did do a song, an album from prison. But anyway, so we'll be just, you know, hoping. Bless his heart. That's all I can say. Bless his heart. He ain't gonna get out till he's 60. So he's in his 20s now. But so you talked about the BET Awards. I'm very proud of BET for coming back. Now I feel like BET was sold a long time ago to these people, and the colonizers decide how we gonna look. They have plants, and they were putting all the sexy reds and the boo-boos, the boobies and the ta-ta, everything was out. and I agree. Now I know we're older and we don't want to see all that. That's fashion. However, Glorilla did have her little bunkie out. She got a little bitty bunkie. She had hers out, but everybody else was trying to keep theirs in.
She thinks she got a big old bunkie, but she
does.
don't.
Now she know how to pop it. You don't have to be big to pop it, but she know how to pop it. So I want to shout out to Kirk Franklin. I think he had the best speech of the night when he did his acceptance speech for the Icon Award. Kirk, the joke that and I know Tree, I think it's one of the videos that Kirk Franklin did against
Kevin Hart
did against him. Hilarious. He was like, don't be up here pelvic thrusting when you get up here. Don't do it. Because he does. He dances like.
But they bleeped out the word he said. It wasn't pelvic. He said penis.
Ooh. Oh, really?
That's why Kirk Franklin had that look on his face. I actually have seen the unedited version. He said, "Don't come up here penis popping. Don't come up here penis popping."
Oh,
right.
Oh.
That's funny. That's
funny.
Yeah.
I thought Kevin Hart did a really good job of hosting, like you said.
Right.
I think the one where he's like, "I'm gonna call y'all by your government name." I thought that was so cute.
Right. Like Glorilla's middle name is Hallelujah. Did you know that?
Her name is Glorious Hallelujah.
Glorious Hallelujah, and I can't remember her last name.
It don't even matter because your name is Glorious Hallelujah. It does not matter. Shout out to T.I. I think he represented the A well with his hat. Shout out to you.
Him and Sierra had on the A hats, and it seemed like there was an ATL kind of vibe. T.I.
Bow Wow. JD.
Yeah, Bow Wow, JD.
JD, yeah. There was a definite Atlanta influence out there, too. That was good. It was great.
I want Keisha Cole to stop chasing after that little young boy and work on her vocals. Please, Keisha. Please. Craig Robinson lost a lot of weight. Y'all saw him playing keys for the tribute to Jamie Foxx. He lost lots of weight. I wasn't all that Ozempic is working for some people. I wasn't all that excited about the Quincy Jones tribute. I think I wish they had picked some other people. That song did not require everybody doing all them runs and stuff. Classic songs, just sing them the way they are. They already fabulous. Don't change them. But glad they at least recognized Quincy because he was a beast.
Right, absolutely.
That man was a beast. So many things. Y'all saw Lizzo. She about this big.
About this big.
She about this big. Yep. The Leon Thomas dude with this hot song Mud. I had to go back and look and see who he was. Sierra is fine as hell. Please God, give me her trainer.
Sierra is super fine. Yeah.
Oh my God. So we gotta go. But I hope y'all enjoyed the BET. They're moving in a great direction. And thank y'all for being here with us today. I'm coming back with my thoughts on top 5 because y'all know I got something to say.
Okay, great. So top 5 coming back. You're gonna stick around because me and you went head to head on top 5. And,
it wasn't really even no head to head. I feel some type. There are rumors in the chat.
Hold it. We're gonna talk about the results of the top 5 when we get back. Arlie, Jeff Foxx, don't go away. Two Live Stews.
Are you tired of workouts that leave you feeling drained? Do you want to push your limits without compromising your health? Introducing NPE, the ultimate pre-workout powerhouse. NPE is packed with natural plant-based ingredients that fuel your body and mind. We're talking about sustained energy, enhanced focus, and accelerated recovery. All this while giving your immune system a powerful boost. But NPE doesn't stop there. It also stimulates circulation, enhancing blood flow throughout your body. And it doesn't just improve your workout performance, it also boosts fertility and sexual drive in both men and women. Whether you're a seasoned athlete or just starting your fitness journey, NPE is here to help you reach new heights. Don't settle for sluggish workouts. Unleash your inner athlete with NPE. That's natural performance energy. This is not your ordinary pre-workout supplement. Our clients will tell you NPE also stands for Natural Power, Peak Performance.
Hey.
What you know about that? What you know about that? I know all about that. Welcome back to the show, the Two Live Stews Experience. Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart. Today, though, Jeff Foxx and Arlie Wood. That was T.I. just now killing it. The A definitely represented with this year's BET Awards. Very thick.
Yep.
Everything. It was in California, right? LA, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I got a chance to see T.I. do his a friend of mine started this symphony series. He started it with Jeezy and at the Atlanta Symphony Hall, and it's going around to different orchestras. But T.I. did the same thing. When I tell you that was one of the most lit performances, oh my God, because it was like the symphony orchestra playing T.I. hits. Oh, it was so good. And T.I. there rapping, doing his thing with the symphony. So I just like to see. I mean, I'm still a T.I. fan, even when he says crazy and does crazy. I just love me some T.I.
So you know what? I just thought about it. T.I., he's responsible. He came up with a whole new genre with the trap music. Did he come up with trap music? Or
I don't know if that was like who came before him. What's the dude that passed away? They had the 21 kids. I can't think of his name. He had
you talking about
Shawty Low?
Shawty Low.
Yeah.
You talking about Shawty Low.
I'm not sure if Shawty Low. I don't know who came before T.I. I don't know. That's a good question.
So somebody in the chat can somebody from Atlanta
Let's
that's
see.
up on trap music in the Atlanta scene, the music scene, can tell us who came up with trap music. Was it T.I.? Was it Shawty Low?
They say Shawty Red is credited with pioneering the minimalist horror-inspired sound that became a signature of the genre. DJ Toomp also played a crucial role developing a melodic sample-driven approach with rappers like T.I., Jeezy, Gucci Mane, and the Dungeon Family also helped to popularize and define trap music in the mid-2000s. So somebody named Shawty Red. Shawty Red.
Okay.
You know what they forgot to put on the regular show was boy from South Carolina. 803 Fresh.
No, he performed
He performed with Kirk Franklin.
Oh, he did?
Well,
wait a
I
minute.
didn't watch the whole show.
He performed before the actual ceremony started, like outside, I believe.
The pre-show.
The pre-show. That's
Yes.
what I'm talking
They
about.
should have put him in the main show.
Yeah. So we didn't even talk about that, Arlene. We're gonna get to this top 5 in a second. We didn't even talk about how at SNS, the other dude, not Quinn in the Jukebox, but the first performer, how they went on this boots on the ride,
boots on the ground,
boots on the ground. I think in trail ride, and boots on the ground.
Yeah.
But that's how he got the crowd. That's how he got the crowd with the boots on the ground song, and everybody and
they love that song.
That's loved that. Yeah, that was great.
I was on set yesterday and laughing with one of the other actors because the dude made a joke, and me and the makeup artist, as soon as he said boots on it, we were like, he said, how did y'all both do that? I was like, I don't know. Now it's in us. It's almost like the electric slide. You be ready for the
Right.
I feel bad for men. They need a man one. But I do want to, when y'all mentioned pre-show, it made me think about Lil' Kim and what is she doing to her body and herself, y'all? What is going on with Lil' Kim?
Lil' Kim Buki out here, and her legs is right here. she literally, she bless her heart, and I don't want to talk.
She was an icon. She was
Lil'
a
Kim
icon.
Lil' Kim looked like an adult ant.
She.
You know how the ant got that big old bunkie? I don't think it's a bunkie. I think it's a stinger, actually. You know how ants got that? They got that walk. Have you seen the cartoon with the ants? Like,
yes, they always have
a grown-ass ant. Yeah.
It's just wrong, man.
I don't know what she, and I love Lil' Kim, y'all. I used to be, I would pick her over everybody. My line sister they're about the same. My one is about the same height as Lil' Kim. We saw her in New York, and she was like, I think I could, we had cocktails. Probably too many. She's like, I think I can take her because they are right there together. And Lil' Kim was tiny.
Right.
Lil' Kim is not. I don't know what she's doing.
Bless her heart. Bless her heart. She's going too far. All right.
And she was winded. I felt some kind of way.
Oh, she was definitely winded. She's not in shape. She's definitely not in shape either. All right. So top 5 results. Ryan's not here, obviously, and we did top 5 events that every melanated person should attend at least once in their life. That's the top 5 that me and you went back and forth on. And let's show Arlie's. This is your list. Greatest homecoming on earth, or swag homecoming, Afro punk. I don't think too many people have been at Afro punk, but anyway, Essence Fest, Carnival Abroad, Mardi Gras, and Zulu Parade and Ball. So Mardi Gras basically, but you kind of
any Mardi Gras.
We kind of confuse people with that. But anyway, number 1.
They weren't confused.
Cruise with the Stews, or any trip with the Stews. That was great. I thought that was kind of like the equalizer, but it wasn't enough. Tree, show the winning list. Top 5 events that every melanated person should attend at least once. Coming in at number 5, HBCU homecomings in general. But in particular, South Carolina State's, Howard's, A&T's, or FAMU's. Number 4, the CIAA. But think Charlotte, not Baltimore. Think Charlotte. Coming in number 3, the NBA All-Star Game. I talked about how me and Ryan went to the one in Vegas. It was phenomenal. It's definitely Black people Freaknik. Coming in at number 2, the actual Freaknik. And number 1, what brought about this whole conversation, Sundresses and Seersuckers in ATL, hosted by the brothers from Delta Mu Mu chapter at number 1. And let's show the final results, Tree. Let's show. There we go. 63% of the vote. And Arlie got 37%. 63 and 37 is 100%.
I just want to say for the record,
close, but no cigar, Arlie.
It wasn't nowhere, not about no close. I'm very much feeling there is a Musk, an Elon Musk-like person amidst us. There's no way that if we're watching a show called The Two Live Stews and people don't vote for the two live, is amiss. That's all I'm gonna say. Somebody cheating. Either it's a lockout, as Jungle Brother said, something happening. I'm gonna get to the bottom of it. I'm gonna get to the fucking bottom of this book.
Don't be like Sabalenka.
Oh,
Don't be like Sabalenka to Coco Golf. Don't be like that.
You can't tell me that Mardi Gras. No, first of all, let's just go with number 1. The Two Live Stews. We're on the Two Live Stews. We're on Stewart Media and Entertainment. And that's not, I'm talking to the people in the chat. Everybody in the chat is like, ooh, Arlie won. I go look at the results.
Yeah, they boosted you up for no reason.
No, they didn't boost me. I'm going to tell you who I did notice that did not vote for me. Rail Scott, he not here today. I looked at the list. I looked to see who voted. I'm going to look at it in very great detail because best believe I'm usually a very good loser. Shake your hand, great job. But there is something wrong. Somebody is cheating. I'm going to find out. It was just Ryan saying it, guys. Guys, listen to me out there.
Thank you so much, Arlie. Thank you. And you're watching the Two Live Stews experience.
Man, those are intense.
Yeah. Thank you, Arlie.
Those battles are intense.
So moving along. I won and you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna count that. We're gonna count that as an L for Ryan too. Even though he's not here, I think Arlie represented him. So that's another L in Ryan's loss column. That's another check in Ryan's loss column. There you go. Jeff, you voted for me or Arlie?
I didn't vote. I didn't see that one.
Okay.
I didn't see that one. But you're awfully happy. You're kind of rubbing it in.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's kind of what we do. What we do. We have fun. We rub it in. You just saw Tree Flash, the great Marshall Faulk, who I'm rocking his college jersey today from San Diego State. Phenomenal running back. I'd say top 5 running back all time because Marshall could do it. Not just with running the football, but he was a great blocker out of the backfield. They always talk about him being a great blocker, and he was a phenomenal receiver. He probably could have played in the NFL at wide receiver. And so today, we're honoring the great, tons of statistics, Hall of Fames, college and pro, all of that. The great Marshall Faulk is our throwback legend for today. Thank you, Tree.
You know what? I want to know what you think about this. Speaking of throwback,
there goes some of his stats right there.
Fitz Davis, who played at UM, is a co-host on my show, and he wore the jersey of Adrian Peterson. He wore AP's jersey yesterday, and then he mentioned Ron Dane as an all-time great running back on his list.
Wait a minute, is he from Wisconsin?
No, he's actually from Seattle, but Seattle.
I'm trying to think of the connection. Did Ron Dane play for the Seahawks?
No, he played in Wisconsin.
No, I'm saying in the pros. I don't remember where Ron Dane played at in the pros.
Giants.
He played for the Giants, and it was very underwhelming. Like, I don't remember Ron Dane really doing anything in the NFL. He stole a Heisman Trophy from Joe Hamilton, which
Right.
Joe came in second that year, Georgia Tech quarterback. He had Ron Dane on his list of great all-time great running backs.
No, actually, it was a caller. It was Magic City. It was a caller named Magic City on our show. He had.
Okay.
He had Ron Dane on this.
Yeah, that's Ron Dane's cousin or something like that. That's absolutely what that is. That's Ron Dane's cousin or something like that. Ain't nobody putting Ron Dane in no conversation about greatest running backs.
College.
Top five in college or pro.
Yeah.
Definitely not pro. And still definitely not college. I can name you 20 running backs from college in their career that I would take before Ron Dane. What's that all about?
Yeah, that was a great conversation, man. Herschel Walker was widely regarded for most people that day as the top running back. I think he's a jerk personally.
Yeah. But, Oh, he was an absolute animal at the University of Georgia, though.
Yeah.
I can separate my personal feelings about people and their politics.
Yeah.
As compared to what they did on the playing field or court or diamond or whatever. And Herschel, as far as college football running backs, Herschel Walker is definitely top 5. A lot of people might have him at number 1 or number 2.
Yeah.
And I can easily understand that because he was an absolute beast at the University of Georgia. But just off the top of my head, top 5 college running backs of all time: O.J. Simpson, Marshall Faulk, Barry Sanders. I don't know. Just I go on and on and on and on.
Tony Dorsett, Bo Jackson.
Tony Dorsett, Bo Jackson.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many great college running backs of all time. All time. There's just too many to even just think about. But definitely not Ron Dane. Ron Dane is not in that conversation.
Yeah, Magic City was way off on that one.
Like, what's up with your mans in them? What's your mans talking about? You're watching the Two Live Stews Experience. Doug Stewart, Ron Stewart. So give me some updates, or not updates. Give me, like, what's going on with Miami sports? Like, are y'all gearing up for a great year in the NFL? What are the Dolphins looking like? Talk a little bit about the
I'll tell you what. Right now, it's a Panther state. The entire state is amped about the Florida Panthers.
Mm-hmm.
Like you've never seen. Like, this has always been a football, basketball town. This is a hockey town right now.
Wow, it's funny you say that because there's a motion, a bill that's coming about in I can't think of. I think it's somewhere like in Lawrenceville or something like that, where they're trying to come up with a plan to bring another hockey team to Atlanta, back to Atlanta. We lost the Thrashers years ago, and so hockey's really big down in South Florida, huh?
Big, and everybody's at the Panthers game. Like, every celebrity that you would see at a Miami Heat game, the Panthers, they're the standard now. They're the number 1 rate in the state. They're the heavyweights. They won it right now.
Uh-huh.
Florida Panthers, 3 straight Stanley Cup Finals.
Right.
3 straight.
So that's the hot ticket in Miami is the Florida Panthers.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
Over the Miami Hurricanes. Well, they've been struggling the last years. Had a decent year last year. So over the Hurricanes, over the Florida Gators, over the Florida State. Well, Florida State is really like another world. Tallahassee is really another world for Miami.
Yeah. Panthers are running it right now. I mean, we're looking forward to the Canes, but we look forward to the Canes every year. And then we expect it, and then you get disappointed. But it's all about the Panthers right now. Dolphins don't say nothing. Like they're gonna have to prove it on the field.
Right. Simple as that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's not relevant right now either.
Right. Okay. Well, listen, when we get back from the break, we got the last 48, the biggest memes in the Two Live Stews Facebook chat group in the last 48 hours. Listen, if you didn't know, we have a Facebook page, where it's just a bunch of posted videos. We post the replays of the actual show. And then there's also the group. The group has almost close to 40,000 people in it. How many people actually are in the algorithm where they see it every day? A lot less than that. But there's 40,000 people that at some point or another see Two Live Stews content in the group, okay? So we take the top 5 memes from the group over the last couple of days, and we have a great conversation and debate about it. That's coming up next. We're going to read chat messages. If you like to donate to the show, we appreciate it. Look to the bottom of the chat, click on the dollar symbol, and if you're watching the show live, and donate whatever's in your heart. And if you are watching the replay, same thing, bottom of the chat, click on the heart symbol, and you can still donate after the fact. All right? Great last 48 coming up next. Don't go away. Two Live Stews Experience. Yeah. Jeff, you need to come on that cruise, man.
Yeah, no doubt.
I mean, you already there. Everybody else got to find a flight or drive down to South Florida. You know, you already there. You already got part of it done.
No doubt. I'm right
You're
there.
in the dark. Pow! Dogs and poodles, it's the Two Live Stews, and we're back. Our debate that started us on radio was the effectiveness of the option, idiot.
You call your brother idiot? I never call you
A
an idiot.
dummy. What you did is called hijack the show. I'm done. Doug Stewart and Ryan Stewart streaming live Monday and Thursday at 7 a.m.
That's the number 2 Live Stews, YouTube.com. 2 Live Stews, YouTube.com.
They said that
That was emotional. That was a tearjerker.
No, come on, Jamie. Welcome back to the show.
That was emotional. Come on, man.
Come on, son.
That was emotional.
Hey, I talked about it last year. You're welcome back. You're watching the Two Live Stews Experience. Like Jamie Foxx went on and on and on and on. I can't remember what it was. It was like a year ago about how he almost died, and I totally get it. I 100% get it. And remember, there was all of these rumors and stuff for him being cloned, that he actually died. And after he did the movie, they cloned Tyrone. That they actually cloned. It was all this stuff going back and forth. But I just think it's a little drama mixed into Jamie Foxx when he talks about, you know, he probably did, you know, have a near death, you know, situation happen to him. It just sounds very dramatic, man. His daughter came in and played the guitar and it revived him.
Yeah. We don't know. I mean,
we don't know.
It sounds believable to me.
We don't.
Why are you so skeptical?
I don't know.
Why are
man.
you so skeptical?
I mean, that sounded real dramatic. Like, and he's an actor. He's a very dramatic person, and I don't know, man. Maybe it's just my cynicism.
You don't believe in God, do you?
No, I don't believe in God.
I'm just saying that because that's an inspiring story.
No, I absolutely 100% believe in God, brother. No,
so miracles happen.
Miracles happen. Miracles do happen. You're right.
And
but very emotional for Jamie Foxx. Loose Nixon, I dug the blue shit. Yeah, I'm very skeptical of people. You know what it is? I always grew up with my mama saying and I think she did this to guard against the whole, you know, gullibleness that people accredit to country people. You know, they think that country people are suckers, and there's this kind of like a reputation or whatever. Every turn, our mother used to say, "Don't be so gullible. Don't be so gullible. Don't be so gullible." You know, because she didn't want her sons to get got, you know, by the city slickers or whatever. I don't know.
You had characters like Reverend Ike with the prayer towel.
Right.
You know,
right.
That people really believed in that prayer towel, and they sent their good money to get that prayer towel. I can see you looking at something like that skeptical. You know,
Brenda Stewart was always, "Don't be so gullible. God, don't be so gullible." And so we didn't want to be gullible in our house growing up. All right, listen, last 48, the biggest memes of the Two Live Stews Facebook chat group in the last 48 hours. Let's roll them out, Tree. Thank God Jamie Foxx is still here. All right, so one got to go. You know how this works, Jeff, right? So out of these 5 guys, which one has to go? If you had to get rid of one of these guys, which one would it be?
David Robinson for me. And that's no disrespect to him, but that's a lot of respect for the Joker.
So
and the numbers that he put up. So for me, it would be David Robinson.
So I think you're 100% right. So, hold on. No, I got a caveat to that. So you can't get rid of Shaq. You can't get rid of Olajuwon. And yeah, I think I hate to say it, but you can't get rid of the Joker.
Yeah.
Okay. So it comes down to Patrick Ewing and David Robinson. David Robinson has a couple of titles. He won a couple of championships, right? Didn't he win 2 with Tim Duncan?
Yeah, but he had Tim Duncan. Who did Patrick have?
I think Patrick got to go, man.
Nah, man.
I don't think
Patrick Ewing, Georgetown, the dominant Knicks center.
Well, they got on professional jerseys now. They're not talking about college.
No, but the only reason Patrick did not win the title was Michael Jeffrey Jordan. He robbed a whole lot of people in that era.
I mean, but David Robinson, I'm pretty sure once again has 2 NBA championships, at least 1 with Tim Duncan. Maybe I think it's 2.
Yeah.
They're not representing college teams, so and we're not talking about Patrick Ewing, Georgetown. I think Robinson got to stay, man. Personally, we'll see what the people got to say about it in the chat room.
Yeah. I don't know.
Huh?
I thought Patrick was a shoo-in because he's Patrick Ewing.
The crazy part of that conversation is that we acknowledge that the Joker is in the conversation with one of the top 5 centers of all time.
Yeah.
And he probably got another 5 or 6 years to play, right?
Yep.
At a high level.
He puts up video game numbers. Really.
The Joker is just unbelievable, man. He's just unbelievable. Yeah. And he's white. Yeah. Which makes it more alarming. All right. Next one. So Julius 35C, David Robinson. Yeah, so we'll have some conversation in the chat. David Robinson was pre-Giannis. I think Giannis got a much better handle than David Robinson, but very tall, skinny, 7'4" guys. Different skill set. Giannis got way more skill set than David Robinson. From Kendra Bean, Spike Lee came out looking like Tom Cat. So everybody from our era, from our generation, will remember the great Tom and Jerry. This was the "Is You Is" or "Is You Ain't My Baby" episode, or a cartoon. Is there anybody in my? Well, first of all, why Spike? And also, now that I'm thinking about it, this might be the same suit he wore in Malcolm X. Remember Malcolm X, him and Denzel was out in the town, or him and Malcolm X were out in the town, and they were wearing the big zoot suits?
Zoot suit, yeah.
Yeah, that's the same suit he wore in Malcolm X. Is there anybody in Miami, and you're watching the 2 Live Stews experience, is there anybody in Miami that is like Spike Lee is to the Knicks? Is there any celebrity that's always at the games? The cameras always find him on the sidelines for the Heat.
DJ Khaled.
That's right.
DJ Khaled. He's been everywhere. Nobody throws a party like DJ Khaled. He's been at the Panther games. He's been at the Heat games. He's the guy. He's the guy. Hands down.
The bottom of the coat comes down to his knees. Richard Bullock says suit is horrible. It comes down to his knees. It's damn near dress.
Spike wears that with pride. Nick pride.
So here's the thing about it, man. If I'm a Knicks fan, and they've been having this conversation behind closed doors, and really some people openly, if I'm a Knicks fan, I think that I banned Spike Lee from the Garden. Because think about it. They haven't won a championship since 1975, I think the year is. And Spike 73. Is the most visible, 73. Spike is the most visible Knicks fan throughout that entire time, from then till now, and he's kind of like a bad luck charm. I wouldn't want Spike Lee at my games if I was the Knicks organization. I'd take his damn season tickets.
Spike Lee is New York, man. You can't have a Knicks game without Spike Lee.
So
when you watch the Liberty play and you go to the sidelines, the cameras always find Spike.
Yeah, but they've been losing consistently since 1973. They haven't won anything.
The Liberty won last year, and I get it, it's women's basketball, but still,
Ron
it's
Lee,
the championship.
that's out to St. Louis. Ron Walt Frazier says Spike Lee is a fashion abomination, which is crazy because Walt Frazier, some people would say he's a fashion abomination. But
Yeah.
for Walt Frazier to say Spike Lee is a fashion abomination says a lot. Interesting. All right, next one, Tree. Speaking of New York, this is some like New York fashion at its best. Did y'all rock the felines down there in South Florida?
Yeah.
Y'all did?
Yeah.
So-
I was caught up in the whole, Adidas, Fila. There was another shoe called Avias. I don't know if you remember those.
Avias were like, they
Yeah.
were kind of like workout shoes, right? Like aerobic shoes. Weren't Avias like aerobic
Yeah.
shoes? Maybe I'm off on that.
Yeah, but I used to rock those with the tracksuits, man, and the big radio.
Diodoras was kind of hot for a minute. You remember Diodoras?
Yeah, I remember those.
Okay. So
Yeah.
but Fila, for the young people watching the show right now, and you're watching the Two Live Stews Experience, for the young people watching the show right now, maybe not this specific style, but Fila had a 5-year run in the U.S. in the neighborhoods of America. I'm gonna say like this was definitely during the whole hip hop craze too, and breakdancing craze. I'm gonna say between 82 and 86, Fila's was the shit.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And as a matter of fact, and the more I'm looking at these look like they were made in the same factory as the Air Force Ones.
Yeah, that's right.
The exact
Look
same
at the
shoe.
front, look at the front of the shoe.
It's the
Look at the
exact same
front.
shoe. Goddamn Chinese always finagling us. Goddamn.
Yeah, it looks like they might have pulled a fast one.
Right.
Gotcha.
All right. Next one, Tree. You're watching the Two Live Stews Experience. Is this the last one? No, we got one more after this, right? So, we in our New York conversation. Slick Rick's new album, Victory, drops June 13th. Wait a minute. That's tomorrow. Slick Rick hadn't released an album since 1999. Maybe we're about to see a infusion of old school hip hop for real. Started off, kicked off with the BET Awards and all the old school artists that came out on that event. And maybe I've been saying this for years, man. Like, the one thing I hate about hip hop is that our legends get pushed to the side. Like, people even scoff at old rappers. You too old to be rapping. I hate that mindset. Like, Rakim should be able to sell out venues, just like the Eagles or the Grateful Dead or all of those, or Kiss. Like, they still sell out arenas today. We kind of scoff and look down on old rap artists. I don't understand that. They're artists. Just
That's
because
true.
they're old doesn't mean they shouldn't be able to still be involved in their craft and their art.
Yeah. And you know what, Doug? I didn't mention this when I was talking about the New York trip. I met Melly Mel when I went to New York. The Melly Mel from the Furious Five, but he was just like a regular cat.
Wow.
Remember how buffed and muscled up he was?
Yeah,
he don't look that way no more.
Well, he got to be in his 60s, first of all.
Yeah.
And he probably was on some type of enhancement.
Steroid,
Right. I didn't want to say the word. But Slick Rick's new album will feature Nas, Estelle, and Giggs. I don't even know who the hell Giggs is. I think I know who Estelle is. But yeah, I'm gonna download it.
Produced by Idris Elba.
Produced by Idris Elba, which is intriguing in itself. That's dope. That's real dope. All right, let's go. Last one. This is the last one. Whew, this is crucial. I almost wish Ryan were here for this.
Yeah.
Because we do these types of things all the time, and talking about hip hop is, this is what we do. You can pick two, Jeff, but can never listen to the others again. So basically, they just want you to pick two. Out of all of these artists, which two? Damn! And they got some real legends, some real bangers.
I really, really, really want to go with DMX, but my heart tells me Jay-Z and Dr. Dre.
Jay-Z and Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre is not really even a.
Well,
you're talking about his music.
Yes.
You're talking about his music and him rapping all at the same time.
Not so much for his rapping.
Not so much for the rapping. You're saying his music.
Yeah.
That's why I wouldn't pick Dr. Dre, because he's probably the last. He's not really a rapper. Really, he's a rapper, but he's not really a rapper. He's more of a producer. God damn. I think I'm taking Pac. I'm thinking Tupac. Oh boy, shit. God damn. Skip it. Remember Popeye? Skip it.
Yeah.
I'm taking Tupac. And I think I don't want to play this game. Take it down, Tree. I don't want to play this game.
Listen,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I bailed out. I know. I chickened out. I don't even want to do that.
Yeah. Come on, Dougie. Come on. Do it.
No.
Do it. Doctor, you got to give it to Dre, man. Like, iconic tunes, man.
I'm definitely not taking Dre, because all the Dre music is not just sampled, but to the T sampled.
Greatest album ever.
What's the dude's name? Doom? The dude, the mask, the silver mask, Doom. I just started becoming familiar with his music. Something Doom. Give me God, I'm thinking between Ice Cube and LL, man. And I know a lot of people hate on L, but my radio, I'm bad. He's been doing it for 40 years. Legacy, hip hop, acting, movies, TV. And I know that's not part of the category. He's got a hell of a resume.
Yeah.
I think I would take Pac. I'm definitely taking Pac. And I think I'm taking LL, man.
I won't say it.
Say it.
I won't say it. I think Pac can be slightly overrated, man. Slightly. And I made a lot of money off of Tupac.
It's very. There's a definite perspective out there of that. And I saw a video. I'm always seeing videos because I'm always surfing on the web. Right. And social media. They had a video of Tupac, man, in like he was a ballerina, man.
Yeah.
He did ballet. He was in like a tutu.
Yeah.
And so people, the debate, the conversation was Tupac, he basically just was acting. His entire thug life thing, he was acting. He was an artist. He was a thespian. He was a great actor, and his whole thug life and everything after the movie Juice. I said this many years ago. Everything after the movie Juice was an act.
Yep.
I don't know about that. I don't know.
He went to school in Baltimore, to school for the performing arts.
So yeah, him and Jada. Him and Jada. Really but good. As an artist, man, the way his rhyme skills was supreme, and the way he told the story, it was vivid. And dude was he was an artistic genius. But was he faking the funk for the ending part of his life?
I'm not suggesting that. I don't want to suggest that. I defend a lot of people.
Yeah, you defend a lot of people.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that either. I'm just saying, I'm just thinking out loud. All right, when we get back from the break, we got the 2-minute trespass coming up. Stay tuned for that. We come back, we're going to read a bunch of chat. Anybody that donated, we're going to read your chat. Super chatters, thank you so much. And then we got like 30 chat messages to read from the chat room. So y'all stay tuned. Don't go away. 2 Live Stews. Yeah, Pac, man, it's not a good look in a tutu. It's just not. I know he was a kid and he was an artist, but I mean, that's just not a
greatest hip hop album.
You thug life right here, but then right here you wearing a tutu. It's just kind of, I don't know.
Yeah, it's an image thing, you know.
Yeah, I don't know, man. So
he might have contributed to his own demise.
I mean, I picked the guy as out of that group. I picked the guy as one of the guys that I would take, but
yeah. Yeah, Stevie B, baby.
Welcome back to the show, the Two Live Stews Experience. Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart, Tree, the producer.
Making it clear that Jeff curated that trespass.
No doubt.
So I'm glad you said that.
Okay, you're not finna come for me.
What was that?
That's called freestyle. That's good. See, in Miami and New York, the freestyle music is huge. It is really freestyle kind of bites off.
So who was the artist though?
Stevie B. One of the biggest ever.
Okay, if y'all in the chat, have y'all ever heard of Stevie B? Is that a Miami thing? Kind of like
That's a Miami thing.
Oh, okay.
So in high school, this album came out in 1991. I am aware of Stevie B because I went to school with a lot of Blancos, and we would skip school and run that whole CD. Did we have CD? No, cassette.
Yeah.
So Stevie B is like the Raheem the Dream of Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you see this message, Douglas?
Uncle Mike, is anybody else missing their donate button? There's an emoji button, but where's my donate button?
Don't play with us, YouTube. See?
Huh.
Can someone else confirm that?
Somebody else confirmed that they're having a problem finding the donate button. Yeah, the offerings was kind of light today. I thought something was going on. We sound like Reverend Ike. We sound like Reverend Ike. Maybe they got some glitch going on or whatever, man.
Close the doors.
Right.
Because I've been hanging around you so long, and I'm a very positive human, but my propensity is that maybe they're doing something to us.
Somebody trying to limit our progress in the donations, you think?
This don't feel right. I'm going to find out, though. From Rel Scott, and good morning,
okay,
dogs
so
and poodles.
No problem here. Close the doors. It's a $sign. So today it's a $sign. No, it's always a $sign. It's always a $sign. When we're watching the replay, it's a heart symbol, okay? But anyway, nothing we can do about it if there is a technical. A lot of people are donating now.
Y'all can't stop God's plan.
Right, exactly.
God's plan.
Tree, how are you?
Oh, thanks for asking. I'm good. I just want to clear my name for the 900th time. I don't have anything to do with how the voting goes on the website.
Listen, I was very disappointed in Ollie with that tape.
And I don't like
she sounded like
pitting
female
people
Ryan
against each other. I had to text Arlie and say, is this for real? Because I'm not. My hormones can't take this. Y'all stop it in the chat. It's all love here.
I mean, how does Ryan think and Arlie think that we can finagle a vote? It's a vote. It's a poll. Like, we can't go in and
they
change
go into the Georgia
anything.
Hemp Company together.
Let me say this as well. When I post that poll, after the first vote, you can't change it at all. Like I have a misspelling in the post. And so I'll go back before anyone posts and I'll correct the spelling or whatever. But as soon as one person votes, it locks you out. You can't go back and change anything about the poll going forward.
That's true.
There you go.
Jeff, you believe us, right?
Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong?
No, I'm just saying, I've heard some theories and I've read some theories rather in the chat.
I mean, they love.
They compared you to Elon Musk. You know?
I saw.
Yeah.
Whatever.
From Rel Scott. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
One time for Throwback Thursday. Thank you, Rel.
Thank you, Rel Scott.
Prime ties to go.
Yeah, Prime Ties 2, the number 2 to go. Shouts out, Rel. Thank you so much for the $2, brother.
Ty Davidson, thank you so much. When she throws it back Thursday, Mo. Oh, okay. Yeah.
I thought he was talking about something else you throwing back. But anyway. All right, go ahead.
From Tim Chill. Good morning. Happy heavenly birthday to my mom, Jacqueline Elaine, who would have been 70 yesterday, June 11th. You are missed.
Wow.
Daily.
Wow. Thank you for the $10.
Thank you,
and
Tim.
Plans to you and your family, man. Condolences on your mom. Wow. Thank you, brother.
Yes. Griff. Hey, Griff. What's happening, fam? Paying my dues. It looks like I'm going on my first cruise. I made my deposit last Friday.
Yeah, Griff. Yes. We'll see you on the cruise, brother. Cruise with the Stews. The
How
big
much is
Super
the
Bowl
deposit?
party.
How much is the deposit?
$50.
$50.
Yeah,
you
but
got it.
we don't have any more rooms right now. We're going. I'm confident we'll be able to get more rooms, but we had a block that we had to sell, or they went back in their pot per se.
Yeah,
you don't watch the show, Jeff?
Off and on.
We've been saying this $50.
Right.
But you gotta make room for the regular black folk, who buy the stuff at the last minute.
No, you can't do that. And that's the great thing. Yeah, the cruise isn't until the beginning of February, but that means you got like 8 months to squirrel away, put $50 here, put in a little savings account, $75. Yeah. I think it's $75 per month until the cruise to pay for, your cruise.
Okay.
From Loose Neck Side, Doug had the police robocall folks during the top 5 vote. Stop this. This has to stop.
Is Ollie still around? Is she still around?
Is.
I don't see her on this thing here.
She in the bottom. Oh, because there's so much stuff up there.
Yeah. Can I remove some of this stuff so we can get Ollie up here?
I don't want you to remove it because I might need it to explain
there we go.
stuff.
There we go. Ollie, you still here? How are you?
That's
Ollie, do you really question my character that
absolutely? I think it's y'all in cahoots and whatever y'all be. I do. I did not buy into it with Ryan. I kept saying, Ryan, I would be in the chat
Ollie,
like, no, that's not.
So Ollie,
now I've experienced it myself. I know.
Hold on. You think that we're shamming you? You think hold on? You think we're cheating you because you didn't win? Is that it? Is it simple as that?
I'm fine with I'm a gracious loser. That's not the word you're supposed to lose. But I don't want to be a gracious loser. I'm okay with it because I believe somebody has to win, somebody has to lose. But the space between and the number of people in the chat, and the number of people in the chat who are like, how the hell she lose?
Ollie, my top 5 was good though. It was better than yours.
I don't want to take nothing from you. I'm saying I was fine with it until I started thinking about all the people like, hey, with it, how you lose? Hold on, what's going on? And then when you and Tree collectively decided, y'all were like, oh yeah, we're gonna make this a loss for Ryan. That said Arlie versus Doug, not Ryan versus Doug. That made it like
you represent Ryan.
I represent Ryan. Ryan and I did not talk about that. He didn't even know nothing about my list. I do not talk to Ryan. See, that's where y'all got it all effed up. I didn't.
Hands up.
Damn, Ollie. Okay, hold on 1 second. Let's take a deep breath. Jeff, take a deep breath, brother. Ollie, take a deep breath.
Look into the light.
Okay, bring Ollie back up one more time.
She left. She's not in her spot. When she comes back, we will.
Okay, all right.
From Richard Bullock. This shit. A recount. Thank you, Richard.
This is perfect timing.
Here she goes. Thank you, Richard.
Okay, hold on. Before we... Okay, take a deep breath, Ollie. I would never cheat y'all. Understand that. That's it. That's all I wanted to say. Okay?
Okay, bye.
From Loose Neck Side, Doug had the police union endorsement for the please with this shit. We have to read these.
Just go to the next one.
Oh no. Oh, hey, Tiffany.
Tiffany, Poodle in Portland.
Doug, we're gonna work on. You got to start lowering your range.
What do you
now.
mean?
If I'm gonna make you famous, but try practicing a little bit of the other voice. My dad suffered a severe stroke February 1st. The doctors prepared us for the worst. When his eyes opened, my mom placed her hand on her bosom, and he's here with us today. The blessings of the breast. Do not doubt Jamie's story, Douglas. That is the point. Your faith.
A blessings of the breast. Wow.
Yeah, Doug did the Ed Lover. Come on, son.
Yeah.
Hey,
thank you, Tiffany. We're glad to hear that your dad is better.
Thank you. Praise God, your dad is better. Absolutely. And thank you for the donation. Thank you.
And yes, very much. Here this boy go. Loose neck, you are very popular. I just want to say that amongst my people.
Right. Spike Lee sues is exactly why the Knicks lost. Exactly.
Is that an Arlie emoji on Loose Neck's post?
It was. Yeah.
Oh, how did he get that? That's the broken glasses. Cute. Thank you, Loose Neck. Another Loose Neck. Spike Lee's suit is made out of a they did used to have curtains in there. They don't have that no more. Y'all could see too much inside my house like this. Let's not. Oh shit. Okay. Let's do this. Rel Scott, he's in this meeting not paying attention. AirPods in, Stu's on. Great job, Jeff.
Don't you lose your goddamn job listening to the Stews. I'm just gonna tell you, bro.
Doug is gonna call your boss.
No, I'm not gonna do that. No, I'll never do that. Now, if he was riding a motorcycle 90 miles per hour on 85, I would call his boss on him.
Eric David, thank you so much. He says he'll be on a cruise. Another recount. Hashtag 5 days stews.
Thank you, Eric David. Thank you so much, brother. Appreciate you, man. $20. That's big. And he's going to be on the cruise. All right. So if you're just joining us, Arlie came on and talked about the fact that we sold all the rooms that we had allotted for us for our cruise. The cruise with the Stews for the big game. We're watching the Super Bowl on the cruise. Okay. We're very confident that we can get another block of rooms. But we can't. We don't have them right now, so we're still working on that. So just stay tuned to the show and be prepared to put down a deposit when we do come up with more rooms. All right, so stay tuned.
Loose Neck, he says there's no problem here. I don't know, but thank you for your donation. Cornell, #1 Dolphin fan. Thank you. I'm born and raised in South Florida. The only people that liked that music was white folks and Cubans.
What is he talking about? The
trespass. The trespass.
Right.
I'm trying to honor the visitors.
Okay. You could. I mean, there was so many more things you could have played to honor Jeff. Like
he picked. I let him pick. Of course,
you picked that, Jeff. You picked that.
I did.
Okay. I don't only listen to black music.
I don't either.
So wait a minute. The artist of that music wasn't black.
Oh, it's Stevie B.
Yes.
Stevie B is a white guy.
He's
Hispanic.
Okay.
Okay.
Ty Davison said it's twerking here. At the job, at the car dealership, you twerking? Desperate times. Are people buying cars, Ty? Wait, maybe I shouldn't say that. Okay. I'm not gonna say that. Arlie Michelle.
So Ollie donated $9.99. Tree and Doug cheating, gaslight. I'm getting to the bottom of it. Best believe it. Ollie versus Doug, not Ryan versus Doug. I do not talk to Ryan like y'all talk. Now this is funny. I appreciate the $10 donation. I mean, you damn near part of the team. You are part of the team. You're donating. That's great. That sets a great example. But Ollie, I would never, especially you, Ollie, I would never cheat. Come on.
You just insulted her.
Come on.
Damn near. Okay, anyway. Doug, okay. From Till Dog, I've been telling
say it, Tree. Doug, what?
I know that you don't mean any harm, but you just said she's damn near part of the team. And didn't she put the whole cruise together?
No, I meant like the on-air broadcasting, but she's definitely part of the team.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
As the
women,
two live stews.
some of us, I don't know, I can't speak for her, but affirming is nice. And so to say that, it's just interesting. I've been telling y'all ever since Tree was over at what? To fix his equipment. Pause. Suspicious activity in the top 5 has been happening. I haven't been over Doug's house in a long time until this week. So and then
Right,
Arlie did the
but
top 5. Okay, never mind.
but Arlie, hold on.
These messages.
Tree was over here and we were working.
Yeah.
Okay. So those rumors I thought they had subsided for a while, but they're back. Me and Tree were working. Absolutely working when you came over here 2 days ago.
I'm gonna make it so he can quit his corporate job.
Right. So we're working on a project, and the goal is to get me out of corporate America
Forever.
Matter of fact, what time?
Corey Robinson. I love that Ariel got the spirit of she gonna blow this whole shit up in a minute.
He means Arlie.
Arlie.
It's probably
Thank
a spell
you,
check. It's probably a spell check. Corey, thank you for the $20, brother.
Thank you so much.
And if you donate $20, you can call her Arlie or Ariel or whatever you want to call it. Thank you. It's your $20. It's your post. Thank you.
From
brother.
Ty Davidson. Folks buying cars, come. # buy with Ty. Scats was working. Did I say that right?
Buy with Ty. Shat was working. I guess
Shat was working. Okay.
Shat
right,
is
the chat is working. Oh.
Okay. Got you.
All right, y'all. So we're gonna run through this because Doug has a hard stop.
No, I don't.
At 9. Oh, you don't?
No, I don't have a hard stop. I can go to like 8. I can go to like 9:15. I can go to like 9:15.
All right, cool beans. Let's hit it.
Okay.
Let's get to the
You're watching the Two Live Stews experience. Thank you so much for joining your boys. Hey, listen, one thing let me mention real quick before I forget. If you'd like to join us on the travel presentation, we don't think we're going to do it next Thursday, but the week after Thursday, I think we are, but we'll tell you more about it. But if you want to check out the travel presentation, PlanNet and teletravel in 2 weeks, okay? We'll be doing it again. Email me at sme.dougstewart. There it goes right there, sme.dougstewart@gmail.com. And just in the subject line, put travel, your name, and your email address, and your phone number, and I'll shoot you the information when we do have that travel presentation from one of the directors from IntelliTravel and PlanNet. All right.
Hello, Trevor Porter. I met him this weekend at the Sundresses and Seersuckers. He says he has this hilarious Anne Marie story.
Inbox me, bruh. Inbox me.
Yeah, we want to hear it.
I want to hear that.
Adrian Williams said the BET Awards was actually good this year. People need to leave the Secret Garden alone. Yeah.
Wait a minute. So I only watched like the first hour and 15. Who sung Secret Garden?
So one of the y'all put it in there. Luke, somebody. I can't think. He played in the New Edition movie. Him and then 2 other guys, but I think the Mutt guy, the singer. But
that guy.
But the lower ranged person, I couldn't even hear what he was saying.
They tried to do Barry Gordy, Barry White.
It was sus.
Okay.
It was sus. From RC, he says, y'all see Musk is walking back some of what he said about Trump. Like I said before, it was fake outrage.
Mm-hmm. You think it was fake outrage? You think it was a distracting thing to distract us from the other issues that are going on right now in the country?
Well, the Daily Show, the old host is back, and he was saying last night that he was thinking that these military shits is to get everybody off of the Epstein thing, because I'm so tired of them threatening to release that list, and then they never do. You know who Epstein is, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. Julius 35C, Trump is messing up Club World Cup tickets with this ICE situation. Yes. The FIFA.
Yeah. It's coming to Atlanta.
They ain't trying to come down there when ICE is. Buford Highway had a situation last night with protesters. Hispanics didn't listen to Black people, and now they want us to come save them. Nah, bro. Donald Trump.
Right. We tried to tell you. I mean, it's so obvious that we shouldn't even had to try and tell you. He don't like anybody with darker skin than his. Period. That's it. And he's been doing everything. He's repealing all of this stuff and renaming these army bases back for, racist Confederate generals and whatnot. He's repealing all of the things that were done to highlight the influences on Black America. And why? Why would you do that? Because you don't like us.
Why would you mess with Jackie Robinson? He did that.
Well, I kind of think that's why and you didn't say you forgot about Juneteenth, but you said there's not a lot of Juneteenth talk because it's been diminished now that the DEI is gone and all of that. That's why, because the corporations aren't pushing it in our face all day anymore.
You know what? You're right. Like, we had a lot of buzz about Juneteenth in the past, and this year I haven't heard anything until we stumbled upon the conversation today. And it's probably tied to Trump and repealing DEI and all of these, things that he's pulling back.
Juneteenth is next Thursday, which is a show day. So you and I.
Right. Let me pay attention now until next Thursday and see if it's markedly less conversation about Juneteenth than in the past. Because the last couple of years, absolutely. The last couple of years, Juneteenth has been very talked about and discussed over the last couple of years, but I haven't heard anything this year about Juneteenth.
From Loose Neck, Arlie, don't be surprised if patrol cars start circulating your neighborhood. Doug, you know where Arlie lives?
No.
You got a handle?
No.
From Corey Robinson, he came back to make things right. Arlie is chat beefing, laughing my ass off. I'm on your side, pretty lady.
So wait a minute. Arlie's in the chat room talking trash?
Yeah.
Bless her heart. Bless her heart. Ariana Zablinka.
Lucky Day, Luke James, and Mile Canton from Sinners, Secret Garden in the Quincy Jones tribute. Yeah, I didn't like it. I'm with Adrian. Marcus Messiah. That's why they're building more prisons. They know some will turn to a life of crime.
Wow. You're talking about the Hispanic?
Yeah.
Wow.
All of this. RC says, don't be surprised if the ish hits the fan this weekend with protesters against 45-47's. Oh, it is his birthday.
Oh my gosh. He's having a military style North Korea, Russian military parade that just coincides with his birthday.
From
Very dictatorish.
Very dictatorish, right? Absolutely.
Yeah. From Tanya Wilder, the newest member of the SME, The Truth Ain't in Us. She watches the show. She's participating. The Stewies know her. I am so tired of the nakedness myself. Dress codes need to be put in place by Trump.
Right. You can do us a favor and put some dress codes on all of this nakedness and stuff on TV and media.
Shedrick Jones talking about the
beat. Tanya, by the way, what up, Tanya? Can't wait till a new show starts on the network.
I love her. Thank you, Douglas.
Stay tuned.
Bright spot in my day. Shedrick Jones, the past had to save the present, talking about the BET redemption.
Absolutely.
Till Dog, I love Glorilla, but they played in God's face, giving her that gospel award, especially with CeCe Winans having one of the greatest gospel albums in years. People are upset about that.
Well, Glorilla's absolutely been the hottest hip-hop artist over the last year. They probably had to figure a way just to get her recognized and call her name, for ratings.
I don't want to read this, but Arlie Michelle, it's looking like Tree Taylor sets up a firewall, a fucking firewall, to make sure folks won't run to the polls and defeat her boo. Who has time for that?
Jungle Brothers is the ultimate of conspiracy theorists. Just go to the next one.
Thank you. Loose Neck. BET honoring Snoop in the same year he was performing for Trump is crazy work. Great. Yeah, it is. But
I ain't forgot Snoop.
Is it? Because don't we want to see? Aren't we gonna watch to see? I don't know. Snoop looks like he's going through. Like he looks like he don't look right no more. Happy Snoop from the Olympics.
Oh, he's getting a ton of criticism from the community.
His soul is getting fucked up by the people.
He probably regrets it till high noon that he did that. You know, the whole Trump inauguration performance. But yeah, it's gonna take a minute.
Jashani, hey, I rock with Arlie, but her top 5 was kind of mid. No, don't do it. You. Pew, pew.
I didn't say nothing.
She gonna pew pew your ass. Eric David, we need a recount on that top 5, giving me NBA draft vibes.
Who started all of these comments about the top 5?
I don't know. F Snoop. Trevor says F Snoop. A lot of people feel that way. Till Dog, everything they do now is strategic. They knew by giving Snoop the Icon Award that nobody could deny that he is one, even though he sold himself to the man
out
with the
Trump.
dirty hands.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
RC, Kevin Hart was good in Fight Night, but as a comedian, he doesn't make me laugh.
He's funny. He's funny to look at because he's 4'2". He's funny to look at, and I just think I agree. I do think, and I said it earlier, I think he's a better actor or in the acting space than me.
I couldn't watch Oz. I don't know. What year? That was in the 90s, right?
I looked it up. Oz was on in 2003. The series first aired in 2003.
I must have been a little bit of a prude. Was I married then?
Oz is very, let me tell you now. Oz is very graphic. A lot of raping going on.
Yes.
Men raping men, and it's a lot of. It was before its time. I'm telling you, it's very graphic. Be prepared if you want to go back and watch Oz because it's kind of shocking.
Black Diamond, she says Ella Joyce got on her nerves and set it off. Arlie reported that it was her birthday. Ella Joyce from Rock, the TV show. Reggie Mitchell, it's my birthday today. I'm 50 plus some change. Happy birthday, Reggie.
Happy birthday, Reg. Oh, man, he got a Nation. Is that Public Enemy? Yeah, that's a Public Enemy album. Nation. I think that's Nation of Millions. Classic.
Loose Neck, Doug is acting shocked like he didn't call the police on Salento. That crossed my mind as well.
I did not call the police on Salento.
Yeah. Raymond, think about how mad you were at somebody back in 2003. Be glad you didn't kill that person.
Right.
Yeah, it's
right. I always think like that. Like, can you imagine people that are sitting in jail for life that did something and all they had to do was just stay in bed that day? You know what I'm saying? Because it's not that serious. Like, after a day goes by, after an hour goes by, or a day goes by, or a month goes by, or a year go by, when you have something like some interaction with somebody and some dispute with somebody, you think back at it, you're like, it really even wasn't that big a deal. Like, who gives a shit?
It was not that serious.
From Eric David, Tree is producing the top 5 like Elon did the 2024 election. The only thing I do is either.
Tree, you don't have to explain yourself to nobody.
Yes, you're right. From Birdman, I agree with Doug. Jamie seems like he is embellishing some of what happened. Y'all ain't. Doug, it was like.
All I'm saying, Tree, is.
What are you saying, Douglas?
All I'm saying is the people that the preacher on those TV ministries, the people that come up to the altar and the preacher tap their head and they fall back, and they fall back like that, kind of puts me in the same mind frame as what Jamie trying to promote.
That's pretty traumatic what he went through.
Yeah, like
you think about that. So
he almost died.
Listen, knock on wood, I've almost died 4 times in my life, and I can count them. But at the end of the day, I'm just like, damn, thank you, I didn't die, and I keep it moving.
Harley finished with your ass later on today. Dimitri,
I almost died last year. I'm still
like
not ready to talk about it
while we've been doing the show, Dot. Like
yes. In the last year, I came very close to dying. I think so traumatic. I'm not going to even get into it. But I'm still here, so thank you, Jesus.
Demetrius said you the rooster, the chicken, the rooster. I think she means like.
Oh, you know what? That was when I was talking about how glad I am that I didn't bet Ryan on this series, this NBA series. I think that's what she's referring to.
$1 million, Jay-Z. That's like $1 to him.
Oh, I know what she was talking about. No, she's talking about me not being decisive or not picking two of those rappers. When I said I'm not going to even do it. That's what she's talking about probably.
Arlie wants to know if we pick Dre, do we get everything he produced?
We should.
Yeah, but I don't, that was the thing with me.
Yeah, that's why I picked him. I mean, The Chronic, the greatest hip hop album ever. No question about it. You find an error.
Tree, that's some great producing. You toggling back and forth between pitches and stuff. That's great, Tree.
I mean,
we got the best producer in the world.
You do.
Thank you, Tree. Thank you, Tree. That's
You're
good.
You're very welcome. Cornell, let the Hispanics and white folks hash this out. Exactly. Y'all black folks, get y'all ass out of them streets.
Yeah.
Why are we marching for them?
Well,
they signed up for this.
You know what I think? I think the mindset is if they can screw people like this openly, and export people out, or not export, deport people out, then
slavery could come back.
Yeah, I mean anything can happen. They're just making up shit as they go.
Yeah, I'm probably not gonna be here. I will leave this country faster. Yeah, Kayla, Cameron, they're gonna be mad. Arlie, keep all y'all deposits. No, don't say that. She is not. Since she's
all y'all deposits for the cruise. No, that won't happen. Come on,
she's not. She's not gonna do that. Sean Mims, Pride took over Juneteenth. Stop it. We do not cooperate to help celebrate. We do not I don't know. But Sean is saying that Pride took over Juneteenth. Pride was always here, but Juneteenth had a voice when George Floyd, God rest his soul, they pushed Juneteenth. And I'm going to be honest, I feel like I didn't know a lot about Juneteenth. Charles, I think we talked about it
before Juneteenth got popular in the last couple of years. No, I did not know a lot about Juneteenth. That
I
was
might
a Texas
feel embarrassed.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah, you shouldn't feel ashamed or anything like that.
Doug is saying Jamie Foxx fell out like Mama Payne and Reverend Leon Lonnie loved. You need to stop. Let that man. That's his story.
All I hear is my mama saying, "Don't be so gullible, Dougie." That's all I'm saying.
Loose next side. Popeye's arms were real big. I guess he really missed olive oil.
Skip it there.
All right.
Do you understand this? What he's saying?
I mean, no.
Popeye's
That's the first movie I
big.
ever went to was the Popeye movie with olive oil. This is the last one, and then I'm out. Doug, you have to deal with this.
Just love me to hell, dog. That was a slip of the tongue. You know what I meant.
Thanks, Jeff. Thanks for that.
No problem.
Thanks for that trespass.
Hey, Jeff, thanks, man.
Have a great weekend. Man. Y'all take it out.
Thanks, Ollie. Thanks, Tree. Thanks, Jeff.
Yes,
Jeff,
sir.
Where can people check you out and your show at?
The Jeff Foxx Show live on YouTube. The Jeff Foxx Show live on YouTube.